In this video, we're going to go over resetting the Edge report menu. If your Edge report menu is not the default, it will be harder when you're going to seminars, when you're talking on the phone with the Edge, or you've received an email instructions on how to run a report to get to those reports. To know if you need to reset your menu, when you go to the reports menu, if activity is not the top option or one of your memorized reports is not there, then your report menu needs to be reset. In order to do this, we're going to go to Administrative, we're going to go to Reports, and we're going to go to Manage. That will bring up the Manage Reports menu. Any report that is italicized is going to be a memorized report that you've created. To reset this, we're going to go to Supervisor and Reset to Program Defaults. Once we do that, it is going to try and save all of your memorized reports into a file. This will allow us, once we reset the menu, to then go back and re-import our memorized reports. So I'm going to save on my desktop. And once I do that, my report menu will be reset to the Edge default. So when I hit save, what you'll see is this is what the default Edge report menu looks like. If you had no saved reports, you're done and you're ready to move on. If you did have saved reports, you're going to need to go back to Administrative, you're going to go to Reports, and you're going to go to Manage. Once we get here, we're going to go to Supervisor. Under Supervisor, we're going to say Import Memorized Reports. You're going to find the file that we saved, and you're going to open it. When you open it, every memorized report that you have created will be in this list. If you check the All box, that will check all of them to be re-imported. If there's a report that you created that you no longer use, you can uncheck that report and it will not be re-imported into the system. Once that's set, you're going to click OK. And what it has done is it's created an imported reports group, and underneath that, all of your imported reports are there. So if we just saved at this point, every report that you've created will be in the imported reports menu. If you had groups before and you'd like to move them back, you're going to go back to Administrative, you're going to go back to the reports menu, and you're going to go to Manage. I'm going to collapse all of my options there so we can see that I have groups here. I'm going to add a new group, and I'm going to call that Daily. And if I wanted it to match my previous, I could change the color. So now I have daily reports. I'm going to move that to the bottom because I don't want it at the top of my menu. And then I'm going to open my imported reports. I'm going to click on the first report that I want to move there. And I'm going to click and hold on that, and I'm going to drag it down to daily. Now when I do that, it's just underneath daily. I need this report to be inside this group. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to say move right. So now undeposited funds is part of the daily reports. If I want another one to go in, I click on it and I move it in. And now that one's there. You can continue doing this by moving reports and creating groups as you need to. Once you are all set and you have all the reports rearranged the way you'd like to, we're going to hit save and close. Now, when I look at my menu, I have my new group that I created, my reports are underneath it, and I still have the default menu at the top, which is how the Edge initially came to you.